Our mission essentially is to strengthen families, and we serve the most vulnerable families and children in this state. One of the things that I realized as a state employee, as well as the commissioner for the department, is that government can't do it alone. It's going to take all of us to work together, to partner together, to deal with the issues in our society. One of the things that people ask me all the time is, why do you have this faith-based alliance? There's a saying that says that two heads are better than one. And certainly, when we look at government can't do it alone. However, when the faith-based community comes together as well as the government, then certainly we can do some miraculous things for the citizens in our state.
An important role is education and outreach. For Reverend Franklin, we believe that working with the faith community is critically important in reaching out to Georgia's most vulnerable children and families.
Dr. Miles, I would agree wholeheartedly. You've got this huge passion in the faith community to try to meet the needs of people who are hurting. And Georgia's got a bunch. The statistics are unbelievable about kids going into foster care, kids who are fatherless, and the aging. I know the group because I'm a part of it in the faith community that can do something about it and wants to do something about it.
This is what it's really all about. The faith community being matched with Georgia services, serving the most vulnerable children and families in Georgia.
A lot of times the faith community does not know some of those pains. The government does. When you put those two working together, I mean, now you've got a power of unity that can create a huge impact in our community.
So I think we are agreeing that when the faith community comes together, something happens.
Absolutely. We are going to make a difference.
And we'll make that difference through the Faith and Community Alliance.
Georgia is one of the fastest aging states in the country, and as such, the demand for services is increasing dramatically. So it means that we need to look to more partners, to more collaboration in order to make sure that we have the resources available to help serve those who are most in need. Collaboration for us means anybody who's in a community who has the ability to help us serve more people. And that's churches, it's community organizations, it's charitable groups. In aging, we do very little by ourselves. We depend upon the community for almost everything that we do, whether it's community providers who are paid to provide services or whether it's volunteers who help supplement the stuff that we do as a state agency. We're living in a time that's kind of incredible. Longevity, everybody's experiencing it. And our goal, and I would hope that everybody else's goal, is to help people live with dignity and grace in their homes and a community for as long as possible.
With 159 counties and 9+ million people in Georgia, it's very difficult for us to have a reach into every community. I would definitely say that the Faith Community Alliance has a grassroots angle that we can use as an organization. They know their communities, they know the people there. We need them to help us bring them to the assistance of children and families and to provide loving, safe homes for children when they cannot be with their own family. Organizations like Promise 686 really meet us where we are as an organization. At this point in time, where we are is in dire need of foster families. We have children that come into the system every day who need loving, caring homes, adults who can provide for their needs while they're away from their own families. Those children really need people to step forward. If they will do that, then hopefully we can reunite those children eventually with their families when appropriate. But when not, hopefully stay on to be adopted families for those children. If you think about it, if we can't provide for the neediest children in the state of Georgia and provide for their future, what kind of future does Georgia really have?
There are 9,000 foster children approximately, yet there are 10,000 churches in our state. And as we looked at that, we wondered what would happen if every church made it a component of their ministry to have a foster care strategy, to have a way to put, in a sense, boots on the ground, to embrace a child, to love a child, to put a child in a home who, the child would be one who came from a difficult spot. And the work would be difficult and it would take a special family. But if they had the right training, and if they had approval through the state or through an agency, they'd be qualified to love that child well. The church has a role, they have a job, and it is to care for the least and the lost among them. There are 150 million children who are considered orphans in the world. There are 9,000 children in the state of Georgia who for a time don't have a family. And we can take that on one church at a time, and we can start tomorrow.
There's a multitude of strategies that the Division of Child Support Services have implemented that focus on providing non-custodial parents under court-ordered child support payments with assistance. One program in particular is Fatherhood. It focuses on employment services, resume writing, interview skills. The other is Problem Solving Court. It actually deals with non-custodial parents with other issues and barriers, mental health issues, substance abuse issues. The Georgia Division of Child Support Services expects for both parents to provide financial, emotional, and medical support to their children. We need the Faith and Community Alliance to educate the non-custodial parents, to encourage them to communicate with us, explain their circumstances, so we can determine if we can provide them with assistance.
One of the things that really impacted me was learning about the three-step process. And when we learned about the Brookings Institute study on reducing poverty, that made a huge impact on the way we think and the way we go about our business. That three-step process was huge for us. It was a game changer for our organization. As we looked at ways as alternatives, looked at ways, solutions, if you will, on leveling the playing field for so many individuals within our state. So that three-step process starts out with graduating from high school. That's number one. The second step is to wait until you're at least 21 to be married, which was an aha moment for many of us. And then the third one was wait until you're married to have children. What a great combination to have. When you look at the three-step process, when you look at the faith-based community offering hope to individuals, and then you look at our department who offers second and sometimes third chances, and putting all those in a package together makes a great combination. It makes a powerful impact on the individual as well as the family.